It is 5:30 p.m. It's getting to be about that time of day. Say hi, Froggy. Froggy. It's getting to be about that time of day where I switch from my sunglasses to my glasses. I found that gives me a kind of mental boost a little bit. Makes me a little less fatigued. It tricks my brain from thinking that the day is almost over to, hey, now I have, hours and hours left of sunlight left to go. And I can surely ride my bike longer, I can feel it already, the sunshine in my brain, making me happier, healthier, and stronger. Okay, Froggy going back in the bag. But today's been a really good day. This is, I guess, day 8 of the trip, because day 7 was just a 0 day. I've been drinking more soda on this trip than ever before in my life. But that's fine. I always heard like everything in moderation, and it can be part of like a balanced diet and stuff like that. And I never really paid that much attention because I thought, soda's just full of sugar and is just inherently bad for you. But in a situation where I'm burning off every calorie that I intake, soda is really nice because it is just sugar. The calories absorb really quickly, and I can feel a huge difference, when I chug a soda. I instantly have that much more energy. Plus, they have caffeine. Like, that's really nice. Dude was on an orange bike. That rocks. Day 7 was great. My day off in Pittsburgh. The Travelers Rest Hotel in Pittsburgh is phenomenal. Paul and Mary Beth are some of the sweetest people in the world, and the service that they provide through Travelers Rest is like unbeatable, really. That's one of the best hotels I've ever stayed at. It's perfectly tuned for the weary traveler. They're wonderful, and it provided every bit of rest that I needed. I'm just sad that I have to keep going. Leaving Pittsburgh was difficult. On the day off, my friend Jeremy from college came and visited me. He's studying law in Cleveland right now. And it's amazing what he's doing. He wants to be a public defender. He is basically now a public defender. And I really, hats off to him. He's awesome. And he drove down about 2 hours to Pittsburgh to see me. It's the first time we've seen each other, maybe a year and a half, maybe close to 2 years. So it was really special to get to see him. We wanted to go swimming, so we went out outside Pittsburgh to a place called Raccoon Creek. And it has a beach where you can go swimming, but the beach was closed because there's too much E. coli in the water. Bummer. So we just lounged on the beach. Jeremy roped me into his practice of doing 100 burpees every day. Man, that was fucking hard. I was just so cooked from, biking so much. My legs were shot. My arms were terrible, but it was fun to do some burpees with him and do some stretching and like lay out in the grass and stuff. Really nice to not be on the bike for the day. And then this morning I had a lot to do. I had to get the bike ready, mailed some stuff off to Glynis, stuff that I don't need on my bike, an extra pair of glasses and stuff like that just took up extra room. And I went to the REI to get my bike checked out. It was making some annoying creaking noises and squealing noises, got those fixed. And then on my way out of Pittsburgh, I stopped at Bicycle Heaven, which is like a museum, antique bicycle store. I'm interested in trying a Brooks saddle. I think if it works for me, then it could be a great thing. You know, I have so long to go on this journey. I could definitely spend some time breaking in a saddle. I'm not excited about the break-in period, but if it does break in and if it is that comfortable, then hallelujah, that could be, you know, the best thing in the world. So I'm gonna seek that out on the road, stop at bike shops, you know, they might have it, and try and find one that's good for me. I think Pokey, my horse here, needs a leather saddle like a real horse does, you know. Okay. And then after Bicycle Heaven, I just worked on getting out of Pittsburgh. A little more difficult on a bike than a car, that's for sure. Had to carry it up some steps to a bridge, ride that bridge, that sketchy bridge, you know, over the water, and onto a highway that took me out up some steep ass hills. Pittsburgh's got them steep ass hills. And then, yeah, working my way through the West Virginia Panhandle. I'm on the Panhandle Trail right now, which is really nice. Some of it's gravel, a lot of it's paved. It's been awesome, really serene. Great way to like get myself back into the groove of riding my bike. You know, our rest day is awesome and can be wonderful, but it can also kind of break your rhythm a little bit. You know, you get your body used to riding every day, and so it expects that, and then all of a sudden you don't ride for a day, some things can start coming down around you. I took, you know, an extra long nap yesterday because I was just so tired, and a lot of the day was spent sleeping and resting and stuff, and that was great for my body, but like mentally it like checked me out a little bit. Oh, this is cool. Oh, nice. Restaurant and ice cream. I'll stop for that. Well, that was pretty incredible. I stopped for ice cream right off the side of the trail, and I was talking to these two folks who say they have a friend who has done a coast-to-coast ride a couple times, but he's 65, and they were about the same age. And then they just gave me $20. They said, "Here you go, take it." And I tried to refuse, but they wouldn't accept that, and they just pressed it into my hand. And they said, "Take care of yourself, stay safe," and all that. I was like, damn, that's really generous of you. Thank you very much. Very glad that I stopped for that ice cream. It was really good ice cream too. Huge, massive scoops. That should give me all the energy that I need to make it down to about Wheeling, West Virginia tonight. In the panhandle of West Virginia, Wheeling, it seems, is right on the river that separates West Virginia from Ohio. I'm learning a lot about United States geography through this trip, which is exactly what I wanted, you know. I knew there was something more to these states than the coastal elites chalked it up to. But I'm really, well, it was like a small moment like that that made me really appreciate being out here. Sometimes, just being on your bike all day can be kind of a pain in the butt, literally. So it's small moments like that that make me very happy to be here, happy to be doing what I'm doing, happy to be going the distance. This is definitely worth my time. Very glad that I'm out here.